I was a PTI in the Navy. Nick Stewart came down and gave us a display for 2 or 3 days, and that's when I clicked and I had to follow gymnastics. A bit later than what normally the gymnasts do today. They get in about 6 and 7, but I was starting somewhere around about 21, 22. It was difficult because the suppleness was that was the hardest part. Trying to double up and be a bendy body. Well, this is one of the photographs, 1958, at Rishworth School on the front lawn, doing a gymnastic display we did. It's one of my favourite photographs. Got another one here, same at Rishworth School on the rings. I finished about 32 performing, but all the time I was coaching as well as performing. I started at 1957. I went to see a gym club in Bingley. The first time I went there and I showed interest, they said, "Oh, come along to the Yorkshire meeting. We want some young blood into the association." So I went there, and the treasurer then said, "Can you take over, collect the money, etc." So I was a kind of assistant treasurer for 2 years. That's in 1957, and then of course he left, and I took over treasurer then, and been treasurer for 51 years now. Also, I've run the Yorkshire Schools treasurership and organised the Yorkshire Schools events. I'm also give help to the Harrogate Gymnastic Club as well. I don't coach anymore. I think I've done my whack at 76. I think I've done it enough jumping around in the gym. That's gymnastics. I've put something back into the sport now, having taken something out as a younger gymnast. I went to 3 gymnastradas, Vienna 65, Basel in 70, and then Berlin in 75 with the British team. That incidentally is when I went to the Olympic Games in 1960. I hitchhiked there, and me and myself and another lad, we camped out in a farm just off the Olympic Village. That's us in a tent. When we went to Vienna, we had a team of 200 children with us, all showing good gymnastics. In actual fact, one of the boys that we had on in the Yorkshire section, he used to do a triple hollow back somersault, and this was very rare at this time. And as soon as the Japanese saw him, their cameras followed him all the time. But it was really good. This is me with Mo, a Burmese lad. He carried the Union Jack flag in the march past. I let him do that. We did functions, myself and Mike Swallow. We were with the Mad Alex. That's a display we were doing in the middle of Halifax. Well, I was laid across the top of 2 chairs, and Mike then presses up to handstand, and his feet went straight through the ceiling. He came down with a polystyrene tire on his foot. So that, it was a good. Well, that's gymnastics. It's fun as well as hard work. And if you look at it as fun as well as hard work, you'll go a long way.